Here we go again. Here we go again. Let's get this stream over with, man. Let's get it over with. Let's just rip the band-aid off. Let's rip it off. No energetic intro. No nothing. No nothing. I'm a defeated man, guys. I'm a defeated man. Let's go to the lineup. Hey! There's something to be happy about today. There's one thing to be happy about today. Senne Lammens in goal, making his debut for Man United today. I think that's something to be happy about. In fact, won the cinematic drop. Put some W's in the chat, man. We don't have much to be happy about these days. This is something to be optimistic about. Senne Lammens getting his debut for Man United. And let's hope, man. Let's hope that he, A, is not buying their level, but B, is good enough to be at Man United for a considerable amount of time. 23 years old. Maybe a little older than when De Gea came to the club. De Gea gave us over 10 years of service. Let's hope that Senne Lammens can give us similar, man. So first start for him today. That's something to be happy about. In the back, Lenny Yoro retains his player, returns to the lineup. Why he left it is anyone's guess. I have no idea. Literally did nothing wrong, but back in the lineup. De Ligt, been so consistent, so good, no surprise. Ahmad at right wing back. Casemiro in defensive midfield next to Bruno. Dalot at left wing back. Mason Mount back in the starting lineup in place of Matheus Cunha. Brian Mbeumo. And then Benjamin Sesko up front. Now, what's the main talking points from this lineup? First and foremost, Dorgu on the bench. Dalot in at left wing back. Mazraoui is injured, so Ahmad returns to right wing back. Casemiro comes back from suspension. And Matheus Cunha dropped. Now, I think Cunha, his dropping is understandable. I do. I don't think Cunha played well against Brentford whatsoever. I think there were numerous times where he could have passed it and instead chose to dribble or shoot. We know that is kind of Cunha's game. He is very individualistic, but when the individual moments are not coming off, hey, someone else deserves a chance. Mason Mount, I think he's had a decent season. Whether it's up front as a false 9 or whether it's as a 10. Plus, we know Amram really likes him, so that's not really a surprise for me. Casemiro returns. No surprise either. The wingbacks are the big change here. Last few weeks, we've been rolling with Dorgu and Mazraoui. It's not like they've been pulling up trees. Let's call it what it is. Dalot and Ahmad, can they give us anything different? Now, I'm not very happy about that, but it's not like we have much different. The reason I'm not very happy with it is, guys, this guy is being starved of the service at the moment. He's 6'5", waiting in the box every single game for one cross. This guy does not cross the ball. He doesn't. He's someone who wants to combine with his midfielder, with his striker, with his attacking midfielder to eventually get into this area of the pitch, right in front of goal. But he's never the kind of player that likes to cut in on his left and then whip it in. You don't see it often enough from Ahmad. I think that's a part of his game he needs to improve on. As for Dalot, he is willing to cross the ball. Thank you, MTAP, for the sub. I'm about to open the comments in a second, by the way, as well, too. Hold on. MTAP, appreciate you for the 11, bro. But Dalot is willing to cross. He just doesn't know how to cross the ball. So it's a real juxtaposition here, right? They are both frustrating, but in numerous different ways. But I think Lammens is the big inclusion today. I hope, bro, he has I really, really hope Lammens' first game doesn't end in like disaster or something like that. Start how you mean to go on. Start how you mean to go on. Why is Caster Labs not opening? One second. I'm going to get your comments up real quick. Hold up. If this just wants to load. Hold on. Okay. Let me go back to this. Astario with a super chat says, great stuff. Name a midfielder other than Baleba that changes United. I like Elliot Anderson. I like Adam Morton. There's a lot of good midfielders out there, man. I like Baleba, but he's not the only midfielder in the world. I like Kobbie Mainoo. I like him. We should sign him. Clearly doesn't play for United anymore. Josh Poo says Lemons is a start, but he doesn't learn with Bruno. I'm gonna be real, guys. I know there's other YouTubers out there that want to see Bruno dropped. And look. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. And look. In midfield, I don't think Bruno Fernandes should be an ever-present. Ustar, appreciate you with the prime. I'm gonna read some of the Twitch stuff out as well too in a second. Give me 1 sec. I hear it, but people acting like Bruno out the team is just gonna change everything. I feel they're a little deluded here, man. I feel they are. I'm gonna read the Twitch subs in a second. Give me 1 sec. Ideally with Bruno, man, you want him in these positions. You do. So it's not so much Bruno, it's the way we're using Bruno. You know what I mean? Like him replacing Bruno with Kobbie Mainoo. I love Kobbie, but for the problems Bruno has, Kobbie might solve them, but then Kobbie's going to have his own issues. I think ultimately it's a systemic issue with our midfielders, unless Ugur Ugarte, who I just think has no place in the team whatsoever. But I don't think Bruno is like the reason United are not winning games. I don't. I mean, well, to be fair, the penalties are the reason we're not winning games. But I don't think his performances, if you take him out and someone else comes in, are just going to like completely change Man United night and day. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. And that's coming from someone who's not even a huge fan of Bruno Fernandes, but yeah. And then, of course, Hoodie Trap, appreciate you with the prime, bro. Appreciate you for the 4 months. Today, you get your dream of firing. It's not so much a dream, bro, but I do think that Amram has to go, man. I do. That's not to say I want United to lose today. But at this point, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think a win today is just delaying the inevitable. I think it is. Amram at Man United, I don't think is going to turn it around. So at this point, it genuinely feels like wins are really just kind of delaying the inevitable with him. If he doesn't lose today, he's going to lose to Liverpool, and then we're going to be in the same situation all over. I think win, lose, or draw today, he should be sacked. I do. I think international break. Am I going to show the game? Are you trying to get my channel shut down? I think win, lose, or draw today, they should fire Amram. I do. I don't really see why one game should be what makes or breaks Amram's Man United tenure. You should analyze Amram's tenure in totality. His entire time at the club. It shouldn't be like, oh, one game saves your job, the next, you're in trouble. That's how we ended up keeping Ten Hag. Who's star? Thank you the 5 months. Wee baguette. And M-Top says, yo, my goat. 11 months already coming for the 12. I remember my first sub was when we beat Everton at home 4-0. The thought of Amram working was good while it lasted. By the way, are you watching the Arsenal game at the same time? I'm not watching the Arsenal game, unfortunately. I'm not. Sometimes, guys, I'll watch 2 games at once. Excuse me, by the way, for eating with my mouth full. Sometimes I'll watch 2 games at once, but when Man United plays, unless it's like, wow, Madrid, Barcelona at the same time, I'm not watching 2 games at once with United. I got to focus fully. So good luck to Arsenal or West Ham, whoever you're supporting. Enjoy that game, but I will not be watching it. I will not. Somalia, Algeria, Watchalong. Should we do that, guys? That could be fun. Haki, that could be fun. I'm down. Me and the SDS boys. What am I eating? I got some almonds, man. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Source of protein. And then I got my... This is not a sponsorship, but I can't lie, bro. I'm addicted to the vanilla Huel. It is mad good. And I'm not normally like... vanilla, like this has got no, it's so bland or whatever. Bro, I don't know what's good, what they put in this vanilla Huel. This shit is like crack, man. This is not a sponsorship. I'm not sponsoring Huel, but their vanilla flavor is like liquid crack, bro. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna say this as well too. SAFC. So if you guys are from my Twitch stream, you'll know that SAFC is our resident Sunderland fan. SAFC has been waiting for this game, I think, since they got promoted into the Premier League. SAFC 13. That's one of my Twitch mods. This is a big game for us, man. Both of us. Is your team gonna be the one that gets Ruben Amorim fired? I'll cry if it happens, bro. All my life, I'll cry. But who could have imagined after 6 or 7 games, Sunderland would be 6th and United are in 14th? Life, man. Omar Barada, Wilcox, and Matt Hargreaves are all in the director's box. Ineos are represented by United board member John Reese. Who the hell is John Reese? I ain't never heard of that guy. I'm delusional about Bruno in the same way United fans are delusional about Emre. How am I delusional about Bruno? Can you explain that take for me? Tell me how I'm delusional. Mario Carmona says, how do you think we do versus Liverpool? Love the content. Appreciate that, Mario. I'm not going to lie, bro. I think we're going to look at that game and say, oh, United's going to get destroyed. But I always think it's the games where people think United are going to get destroyed where they end up not getting destroyed. Do I think we're going to win that game? Absolutely not. But we'll probably lose. It'll probably just be much closer than... Like, people will be like, oh, this is going to be another 7-0. It's not. I don't... Have we lost... have we lost at Anfield since the 7-0? Nah, we drew twice. So, we're going to lose. It's just not going to be as dramatic as people think it is. Especially because Liverpool right now, it's not like they're clicking on all cylinders at the moment. What am I eating? Almonds. Almonds and my vanilla Huel. My vanilla Huel, man. I be seeing Gary Neville every single day. Hold on, game's about to start. Game's about to start. I be seeing Gary Neville every single day on the overlap, just sipping on that shit, man. He definitely got a sponsorship because, bro, I ain't never seen someone consume Huel at the rate that he does. That dude is a fiend. Shout out G Nev, but he's a Huel fiend, bro. I hope that bag is crazy for him, man. And if it is, hey, Huel, shout me. Shout me. I'll be drinking vanilla Huel every stream if you guys ask me to. All right, game's about to get kicked off. Chat, last predictions. Get your predictions in the chat. I'm going to say this game. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say a draw. 1-1. I don't see us winning this game. 1-1. I'm even looking at Granit Xhaka's face. It might even be a 1-0. We ain't got it today, man. We do not got it. Do I think... Will I do a Liverpool versus Chelsea watch-along? Depends on my mood after this game. That's a good play. No, it's not. It depends on my mood after this game. Gonzalo Garcia says me up front instead of Sesko would bring number 21. What, as in like 21 points? Because I know for damn sure you ain't talking about... I know for damn sure you ain't talking about 21 as in the title, bro. Let's see, man. Let's see the midfield. The midfield is where I always worry about Man United, bro. RVP's cooking for Feyenoord. I love it, man. That's my guy right there, bro. That is my guy, RVP. You guys know that. But yeah, for me, it's the midfield. Especially because Sunderland are actually very strong in midfield. Very strong. And Xhaka, Lefebvre, Diarra. They got a strong midfield, bro. Yeah, and please, no spoilers, guys. If you see a goal and I haven't reacted to it, not even just for me, for the rest of the stream, chill. You don't get a prize for saying goal first. What the hell is Sesko doing? What the hell was that flick from Sesko? Ball over the top, goal kick. All right, hey, if R&R, if Lemons is as any good as he is on my career mode, bro, we got a player. By the way, guys, if you guys are into FIFA career mode videos and shit like that, I stream quite regularly over on Twitch. If this is for my YouTube people watching right now, I'm on Twitch, and we're doing a Man United career mode over there. At the moment, I think we're first in the league around December, so it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Habib Diarra. It's not Diarra, by the way. It's Sadiki. Excuse me. Habib Diarra is not playing today. Yeah, you know, that's why I got it mixed up. I'm listening on the radio right now. You know what I mean? That's why I thought it was. I misheard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Almost already. Almost already. Traore almost getting on the end of that. Hey, Lemons and EAFC right now is cooking for me, bro. Cooking. Chat, let them know. Well, you guys, my Twitch chat will know. Oh my goodness, guys. Lemons and EAFC has saved me so many times. Do I think United will win a league title in my lifetime? Boy, I'm starting to get doubtful, man. I'm starting to get doubtful, but I think so, man. It's only been what, 10 years? Actually more. What is it, 12 years? Certain teams have to wait 30. Certain teams are still waiting 20. All right, Mount, you cannot be going in like that. Scared to head the ball. Scared to head the ball. You're up against Granit Xhaka today, man. Granit flipping Xhaka. Real men. Oh, that's a great pass from Casemiro. Mount, I think Mbeumo's offside. And that touch was terrible, but I think he was offside anyways. Look how empty our midfield is, bro. Telling you, midfield is where this game's going to be won or lost, man. As it typically is. Good feet from Lafay. What manager do I look back on and think we sacked them prematurely, if any? Maybe Van Gaal. Even though Van Gaal, I think sometimes his tenure starts to get a little overrated, but Van Gaal's 14-15 ended really, really strongly, and I like the fact that he introduced a lot of youth, but I can't lie, Van Gaal was also just super stubborn, but in hindsight, it probably should have been him. I mean, David Moyes as well, too, right? The more I think about it, David Moyes, even though I don't think he was good enough for United, he was screwed over by the board. Screwed over. Here's Ahmad. Sasko leaves it. Mbeumo! Mbeumo! Shoe on your right, bro! Shoe on your right! Why didn't he shoot that, man? What the hell? Chat, how's the audio today, by the way? Is it good? Because I know y'all be saying sometimes it's too quiet. Oh, Adingra, great feet. Well done, Euro. Well done. Bruno, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Casemiro. What am I munching on? I just got some M, some almonds, excuse me. Dallo. Yeah, Adingra is very talented. Casemiro. Let me know as well, too, how the Arsenal game goes. Ahmad. Good turn. Mbeumo. That's a nice cross. Mount. Mount! Okay! Okay, Mace. Okay. Great goal. Great goal. We don't get to see too many, huh? We don't get to see too many Mason Mount goals, but that's really well taken. That is really, really well taken. First and foremost, I like the play from Ahmad and Mbembo on the right, but from Mason Mount, hey, I'm impressed. That's a great finish. That right there is a terrific finish. Let's take another look. Ahmad does well, and Mbembo gets the ball out. Mason Mount in acres of space. And guys, that finish is excellent, man. That finish is excellent. Just, guys, delicate, man. Sometimes it's not all about power. Sometimes you just got to guide it into the bottom corner like that. He does really well as well, too. You know what I really like about that Mason Mount finish? Because some people might say the goalkeeper should save it. But, guys, this is something Rooney used to do really, really well. Kane does it well as well, too. And Mbappe. Using the defender almost as, like, a wall in front of the goalkeeper, so that you almost like the way you position yourself, almost the defender is in front of the goalkeeper's line of sight, and then Mount can just kind of use him as a distraction almost. That is a great finish, man. Sesko, you got to do better there. You got to do better. Well done to win it back, but you got to do better. Let me update the score real quick. All right, big first goal for Man United. Oh, that is not correct. Why is that happening? There you go. I'm so confused. What the hell? Let's do that. Okay, there you go. All right, 1-0. 1-0. Penta Margiela Mace. Appreciate you for the 15, my boy. Appreciate you for the 15. Mason Mount, what a return to the goals. Honestly, how many goals has Mason Mount scored for Man United now? I know he scored against Brentford a few seasons back in his first year, I think. I think that was his only goal of the year. Last year, I know he scored in the Europa League versus Bilbao. Any other games I'm missing, chat? Mason Mount, goals for United. We don't get many. Bilbao twice. Yeah, that's right. There was one where he like bent it, and then there was one from super far distance, no? Yeah, Brentford, I said that was his first season. He scored twice against Brentford. I don't remember the other one. I just remember one against Brentford. Oh shit, David, appreciate you for the $20 super chat. Hey Lyes, big fan. Consider this a coffee on me. Hey man, that's a nice coffee. Wait, actually that's Australian dollars. It might be different. But no, regardless, bro. Hey, I'm enjoying that coffee, man. Thank you, brother. Consider this a coffee on me. Watching from Australia while doing uni work. I have a clip I need you to react at halftime or whatever. 52.25 on the SDS debate GOAT winger vid. I'm going to star the super chat right now. We will watch it at halftime. I got you, bro. Richie CFC for the super chat. Is Man United winning 5 games in a row? Impossible. You know who we have next? Adam says, how many 24-25 Prem 11s could you build before a United player gets in? Also, if you could swap squads with Bournemouth, would you, or is Iraola the magic? I think Iraola is the magic, man. Look, last season, I think our team was garbage. But this year, bro, I'm not having it that Man United doesn't have a decent Premier League team. I think our squad, the quality we have in our squad, is severely underachieving, in my opinion. I think the players we have should not be a 14th place squad. In my opinion. Australia, man. What time's in Australia right now, chat? What time's it in Australia? As they missed a sitter. $12 a.m. Feck. Yo. Australia and Asia in general, man. The watching times for sports sound brutal, man. Brutal. Sesko. Sesko's struggling with his hold up today, man. Struggling. Shaw bundles through Isidore. Yanni, I didn't know you were a Sunderland fan now. I did not know you were a Sunderland fan. Will I do a watch along for Juve versus Milan tomorrow? I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely going to be watching it and doing content. We'll see about the watch along. That's a game I'm looking forward to see. Fake Facts Faisal said on a recent SDS video that only Real Madrid have won back-to-back UCLs. I think in the modern era since 92, he's correct. But beforehand, I swear Ajax did it. I think Bayern may have done it as well too. Long throw in coming from Mukiele here. This is where Man United scare me. I mean, they scare me in a lot of places. But balls into the box in the air, I think is a massive weakness for Man United from a defensive point of view. Massive. And Mukiele is going to launch this one in. Can we deal with it? Sesko heads away. Here's Traore again to put the ball in the box. Yes, Ahmad. Close him down. Can we get the ball out, please? Foul. You know what it is, though, chat? When you look at the way the Premier League is going anyways, though, English football. Wow. The game is becoming so... First of all, it's very, very transition heavy at the moment. Like, more than it has been in the last few seasons. But, guys, set pieces and throw-ins are such a massive part of the game today. Such a massive part. And that... I mean, it speaks to, in some part, to Arsenal's success, right? I mean, they're the best set-piece team I think I've ever seen in my life. But so much of the game is in the air now, man. In terms of launching corners and free kicks and throw-ins. What's good, KS? I know, I haven't done a YouTube live in a minute, right? I think since the Chelsea game. You got a nice assist. Congratulations, man. 5-3 win. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Hello from Osaka. Shout out Osaka, man. Yeah, no, physicality has definitely become important. The NFLification of the of the Premier League. Oof. Bit of a skirmy over on the Sunderland end. Who's down? Is that Xhaka? Great flick from Sesko. This is where we got to use Sesko more often, guys. Seriously. In terms of just being that, like, initial flick over the top. I'm hella disappointed in the fact that SDS did not put Gerd Muller at least top 15 all time. I'm not going to lie, guys. I forgot about Gerd Muller. Otherwise, I probably would have put him over Romario. I would have put Gerd Muller over Romario if I remembered. Gerd Muller, what's his nickname? Der Bomber, no? Der Bomber. Der Bomber and Der Kaiser. Beckenbauer and Gerd Muller. Ball over the top. Adingra. What the hell is that from Adingra? You know who I haven't noticed at all so far, chat? Which is very rare to say. I haven't noticed Bruno whatsoever. Am I bugging that Bruno has not touched, like, barely touched the ball? I haven't seen Bruno on it whatsoever. First of all, why is my... I am so sorry for YouTube. What? Fuck. Why is my timer, like, all the way down? I just noticed that now. Why Gerd Muller over Romario? I just think when you look at their career and what they accomplished, I don't think, is Gerd Muller a better player than Romario? Probably not. Well, it depends, to be honest, what you value. But I think Gerd Muller had a more star-studded career, if you want. Ahmad, you got to do better there. Wins it back. Well done, Ahmad. And wins us a free kick. No, he doesn't. Pain. But yeah, I swear I haven't seen Bruno whatsoever. Which is so weird because honestly, Bruno, yeah, the thing with Bruno, right? Love him or hate him, the one thing you can never say about Bruno is ghosting, right? He's always on the ball. Either he keeps it or he loses it, but you can never say Bruno's not on the ball. This is a very weird Bruno Fernandes game, in that I genuinely can't remember too many instances where he's had it. There's Bruno. All right, on cue. Sesko. $11 non-penalty goals in 8 games for Haaland. The only game he didn't score in was Spurs this season. What a freak, man. What a freak. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I don't think City are going to win the big competitions this year, in my opinion, and it's a World Cup year, I think he'd be a huge player for the Ballon d'Or. But I think he's a little unfortunate this season. Because the World Cup will almost definitely decide the Ballon d'Or this year. Dallo, you can't get Meg there, man. Well done, Shaw. Odegaard injured. I swear this guy gets injured, though, every time he comes back, man. There's Bruno. Sesko. That's a really, really good hold-up from Sesko into the feet of Ahmad. And we're away. And we're away. Here's Ahmad. Can Mbemo make a run? Ahmad! Ahmad! Big save. Big save. Big save, man. Yeah, we're going to do a World Cup draw stream, of course. Yuna, it doesn't matter that he's playing in the World Cup. He is not winning the World Cup. And ultimately, like, I'm not saying Haaland won't make the World Cup, but we know when the World Cup comes along, you have to have a crazy tournament. And more often than not, win it, if not go deep in that competition. You know what I mean? Who's been the best player in the world so far, Tempo? I think Mbappe. This season, I think it's Mbappe. Even though big credit to Kane and Haaland. But I think Mbappe is playing at the best individual level right now. I would also give a big shout out to Pedri. It depends, man. It's not even so much does Haaland, like, what does Haaland have to do? It's like, guys, if Mbappe goes to a fucking World Cup final or wins it with France and scores 8 goals or something like that, it doesn't matter that Haaland brings Norway to the quarterfinals. It honestly means nothing. Mbappe is going to win the Ballon d'Or. That's just unfortunately, not unfortunately, but that's just how the Ballon d'Or has always been decided. And Mbemo! Big save again. This is all us so far, man. All us. Yeah, Yanni, I completely agree. Mbappe looks much sharper, much quicker, much lighter. Goalkeeper's making some decent saves. Bruno! We need a second, guys. We desperately need a second. And Mbemo, what the hell was that? You know the thing with Sesko, right? I really like Sesko, but one thing I think he needs to improve on is the weight of his layoffs. His layoff always feels too late. You know what I mean? It always feels a little. He doesn't really put it into the player's feet. I know obviously you don't want to like smash it into their foot either. But no, it's not even just today. I think Sesko, one thing he needs to improve on sometimes is the weight of his layoffs, in my opinion. I feel oftentimes they aren't weighed correctly into his teammates' path. I think sometimes they're too easily intercepted. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. Facts, man. I completely agree. I completely agree. Can Bayern win the UCL this year? I think so. I think they're players for it. I think Bayern are a big player for the Champions League this season. Arsenal goal offside. Who was it that scored? If you don't mind me asking. Saka. Okay. I wouldn't say Bayern are the favorites. I think PSG still have enough. Like PSG for me are the favorites for the Champions League this season, but not like, oh, they're definitely gonna win it. I think Bayern have a very good chance this year. I do. Can Arsenal win the Champions League this year? I think they're a contender. I would say Arsenal. I would still say the two Spanish sides as well too. Barca and Real. I think they're still contenders. I think Liverpool, if they manage to get it together, are a contender. Hey, hopefully I'm going to World Cup games. But I would say if I go, I probably won't end up paying for it. Because if I go, it's probably for work. Dallo. Mount. Bruno. What a save! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. How the hell have they saved that? Oh my goodness, that would have been goal of the season, bro. That would have been goal of the season. Holy shit. Wow. That's a big hand. That is a big hand. That's a crazy save. And Ahmad should do better, man. Ahmad is not a good header of the ball. He should have scored that. Pain, man. That's a ridiculous shot, by the way. That right there just encapsulates Bruno's quality, man. Like, to even dig that out of your feet when it's right there, he doesn't take a preparation touch or whatever. He almost just dinks it out of his feet. And it's going that far into the top right corner. That's incredible quality from Bruno, man. Incredible quality. Robin, how do you say his last name? Roofs? How do you say the Sunderland goalkeeper's name? Roofs. Yeah, I think we're playing very well. More importantly as well, too, Sunderland have not threatened us whatsoever. Here's Ahmad. Ahmad, be careful. Bioro. Shaw. Bruno. How do I shave the sides without getting razor burns? I have Phillips One Blade, I think it's called. The Phillips One Blade. That's really, really good. I would recommend that. Jokic versus Giannis, who do I got? I think Jokic. Nah, I think the Phillips One Blade is good, man. That's good. There's no aggravation. It's a clean cut. It's a clean shave, I mean. Do I think any team can beat OKC this season? I mean, on paper, no, but it's the NBA, man. Weirder things have happened. I feel like every year we go into it saying, yeah, same team's gonna win again. They're the favorites, but stranger things have happened, man. Let's not forget, OKC got taken to 7 a few times, no? Maybe Houston? And Bemo, nice. Yeah, they need to find something for Van Vliet. They definitely need to find a replacement for Van Vliet. Tell you what, that Ahmad passes. Ahmad is playing very well, despite his miss. Oh, another one as well too. I mean, Dallas, if they can get a good run going into the playoffs with Kyrie, AD fit, and then we'll see how Cooper Flag does in terms of his rookie season. I think Dallas should be really good as well too. Come on, bro. What is that? Bruno. Shaw. I think Cunha was just dropped, to be honest with you. Casemiro. Ahmad. Yoro. Well done. Guys, it's so... I don't know how long you guys have all been watching Man United in here, whether you guys are like newer fans or fans for 5 years, 10 years, but it's actually so funny, right? If you've been a fan for maybe like the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, been a fan for the last 5 to 10 years, you will know Man United have had an issue with their right-hand side for years. Years. You know what I mean? Since Valencia, we have just been playing Mata on the wing, been struggling, Rashford on the wing. Now, everything comes from the right. Sesko! My dog! My dog! Benjamin Sesko! Aye. Aye. Sesko! I'm so happy for him, bro. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I seen these guys trying to put him in conversations of worst signing of the season, bro. Worst signings of the season. They're trying to put him in the same convos with Verts and these men. Allow me, bro. Get on. Stop that, bro. Respect Sesko, man. Respect Sesko. Let's see this. That's a great finish. Great finish. Stay on the other side. Sesko's my guy. Stay on one side. Sesko's my guy. Great finish, Sesko. Well, are we going to have to hear about Højlund now? Because I know that's what anyone wants to hear is Højlund. Where's the Højlund talk now? Woo, Højlund scored this goal against Sporting, man. Shut up, man. I watched him for Man United. The guy couldn't control football. And now I have to hear revisionism about the guy. Hey, Voltia, you noticing, yeah? I haven't had anything to say about Lemons yet, which is a good thing, right? You obviously don't want your goalkeeper to ever have too much to do. But I honestly can't say anything about Lemons because I don't think Sunderland have threatened one single time this game. Not once. Thoughts on Højlund's Champions League performance? All jokes aside, it was a very good... Well, he took both goals extremely well. He did. Especially the second, to be fair. Let me update the score real quick. Hold up. He took both goals extremely well. And I think that first goal is Højlund at his best. Like, you want Højlund running in transition. That's when Højlund's at his most dangerous. Top 3 brands you'd like to work with, not necessarily footy related. I picked Twister, Kinder, and Apple because I think they're the best in their field. 3 brands I'd like to work with. That's a good question. Hold on, here's a long throw. Dallo. Almost from Euro. 3 brands I'd like to work with. Adidas. EAFC. No, not EAFC, PlayStation. And Huel. Sponsor me. Well cleared from Dow. Good question. I need to think about it. That's a really good question. I like these questions, man. That makes me think a little. I'm not sure. The 3 brands. I never really thought about that. Which Americans other than Pulisic would you sign for Man United? Who said I'd sign Pulisic? Nah, I would, to be fair. He's an upgrade on what we have. That's a great flick from Sesko. Ahmad. Yeah, this first half has been comfy. Which American do I like? I don't think I'd sign any of them. Dest. Nah, Anthony Robinson. I would say Anthony Robinson. Is it? How are Man United playing this far? I think really good. He's born and raised in England. Hey, he plays for the US, man. He's an American. I would go Anthony Robinson. Yeah, I think he'd actually be very good in the system as well, too. I'm not a huge Weston McKennie fan. I'm going to be real. Which Algerian would I sign? A few years ago, this would have been an easy answer. Now, I mean, Amora is really good. Amora is quite good. Oh, no, Ryan. I would sign Ryan. I'd Nori. But he plays for City now. Awar, maybe 10 years ago. Not anymore. Ryan, I'd Nori. Catfat says, think people are sleeping on City. I can see City gel much quicker than I can see Liverpool at the moment. They also handled Arsenal's physicality while tired. I just think City, though, I don't know. You believe in City. I'm not going to lie. This season, for me, I don't think they got it. I think for me, there's still too many question marks from a defensive point of view. I still think they make too many dumb mistakes. But maybe that's to your point then. Maybe I'm sleeping on them. One thing with City, I think against the smaller teams, they're still capable of winning like 8 in a row. But against the bigger sides, I don't know. I don't know if they can go toe-to-toe with Arsenal, like really toe-to-toe with Arsenal in a game. Obviously, they got a draw against Arsenal, but they didn't go toe-to-toe with them. Like, they were hanging on for dear life at one point. Khalid says, this is Arsenal and Liverpool-esque performance, total control. We need to credit Amrim. So far, man, nothing bad to say. Nothing bad to say. Adingra hooked. Aye, stinker and hooked from Adingra. Who came on? Daniel Ballard. So what, are they going 5 at the back? 1-0 Arsenal. Who scored? Declan Rice. I'll tell you what, by the way. Isidore looks really good. Isidore looks quite good. Well dealt with by, who is that, Bruno? No, never mind, free kick. Let me see this Rice goal. I mean, he took it well, to be fair, but Oh, Zubi Mendy, that's a brilliant pass. And then Eze shoots it, save, Declan Rice buries it. Good goal. What is Mbemo doing? Mount takes it down well. Mbemo. I'll tell you what, chat. You see that run Sesko is making there, though. I want to see Sesko in those situations much more because I think everyone knows he's obviously really, really good in the air. But I think Sesko, his most underrated trait is actually his ability in transition. The guy's pretty damn quick for a player that size. So I want to see him being given the chance to run through on goal or like run in behind defenses and us feeding him. We just don't really get the chance because I feel like right now we're purely using him as a target man. Now he has 2 goals, Lotier. 2. How's the FPL going? Who do I have that's played so far? Right now, I have 11 points. So I got Xhaka, Gyökeres, Timber, and Raya. Poro played earlier, got me 7. Nah, bro. You know what it is with Semenyo? I'm very superstitious when it comes to FPL. Like, in my mind, I know I'm going to get Semenyo and he's going to stop scoring. You know what I mean? But it's getting to a point now. I feel I look stupid for not getting Semenyo, right? But guys, watch. I'm gonna get Semenyo. He's just gonna stop scoring goals. I feel like the hot streak is gonna end when I get him. I'm not the main character. I feel like it. Dallo. Is that corner? No, just out. You know what I mean, man? I just feel like right now he's at, and it's always like every week he keeps scoring. He's like, yeah, but it's gonna end eventually, right? And it's gonna end when I get him. So, I don't know, man. For me, I'm the one who's gonna stop Semenyo scoring. He just got out the bath. How are we winning? We scored more goals than the other team, my boy. You know how it go. Nah, Julian Alvarez is good, but he's not on Kane, Mbappe, and Haaland's level. No. For me, he's the tier below that. He's not as good. We saw Alvarez on the same team as Haaland. Like, there's levels. That's not a problem, by the way. Those are 3 of the best strikers ever. Should you take Joao Pedro out of FPL? I would have this weekend if I had more transfers. But, yeah. The problem is this year, guys, there's not that many good striker options in FPL. Obviously, there's Haaland. Pedro was really good at the start. Gyökeres, I brought him in this weekend because I think Arsenal have a decent run of fixtures coming up. But in general, I don't think there's any like striker at the moment that. How about Guirassy? Guirassy great as well too. For me, him, Alvarez. Those guys are all in the same tier. I'm sorry, Kane, Mbappe, Haaland, bro. That's a big 3 right there. That's a big 3. Top 5 strikers in Europe right now. Those 3, Alvarez and Isak for me. Why does Alvarez have to be in a tier above Guirassy? Why do you think so? Why is he way better than Guirassy? I think Guirassy's super underrated, man. Does Dembele count as a center forward? I don't know what Dembele counts as, but if you do, then of course he's top 5. Has to be. He's way more complete. I'm not, guys. I think Guirassy, people just haven't watched him enough because I think Guirassy is crazy slept on. Oof, big save from Lemons. By the way, I said they're the same tier. I didn't say I think Alvarez is worse than Guirassy or not. That's a great save. Let me see that one more time. Xhaka. Well dealt with. Well dealt with. Bayender would have palmed that right back into Isidore's path, man. How am I putting Isak ahead of Guirassy? Hey, Isak, man. I think he's a problem. I think I'm taking Isak over both Guirassy and Alvarez. How would I rank Mbappe, Haaland, Kane? I think you just did it. I think I'm taking it in that order. Great claim. Hey, that's my goalkeeper. That's my goalkeeper right there. That's my goalkeeper. Wow. That's better than the save. Look at that. Everybody get on your feet right now, wherever you're watching. Wherever you're watching, get on your feet right now. Start applauding. Get up. I'm not waiting for you guys. Get up. No one should be typing. No one should be sending messages right now. You guys should all be clapping. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, man. Bro, I ain't seen my goalkeeper properly claim a cross since I don't even know when, man. I don't even know when. Can we get a third before halftime? And Bemo. Ahmad, save it. Save it, Ahmad. Ahmad saves it. Sesko's ahead. Bruno. Ahmad crossed the ball, man. Ahmad never crosses it. Ah, the attack's dead. The attack's dead. Samu. I think Samu's a problem, bro. I think Samu has crazy potential. Still a little raw at the moment. But my goodness, that combination of just like pure strength and also I think decent technical ability, Samu. I think Samu is quite underrated technically. But I think at the moment he's just a little raw with his actions. But I think Samu, give it a few years, bro. I think we're going to be looking at him as one of the best center forwards in Europe. Here's Dallo. Mount. Foul. The French national team, the most competitive to get into outside of central midfield. Yeah, it's definitely the most competitive. Also, because to make it, it's not even also how good you are as a footballer. You have to basically get into Deschamps' good books, which is the hardest thing to do. What does Alvarez have to do to be in the same tier as Kane and Mbappe? Score 50 goals a season. Score 50 goals a season. Do I think Haj Musa will bench Mahrez? Probably not. Not because he's not good enough, but Petkovic, man. Hey, Yanni, I'll catch you, bro. Enjoy your weekend, man, if I don't see you again. Hey. Hey, Sesko. Uh-oh. That might be a pen. That might be a pen. We got to see that over again. He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. Even though he's got to be very careful. He didn't touch him. Nah, I didn't touch him, man. That's never a pen. They're gonna check it. Sesko needs to be careful, though. For me, it's not a penalty. But why is he putting his foot that high up? Why is he putting his foot up 10 feet in the air? He didn't touch him, man. Did it touch his hand, though? No, bro, that's not a penalty. What the hell? No way they're gonna fucking check this shit, bro. There's no way they're gonna check this shit. He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. Nah, this is AIDS, man. Seriously, this is dumb as hell. If they give this penalty, this is dumb. I thought at first glance, don't put your foot up that high. He didn't touch him, bro. He did not touch the... Bro, if they give a penalty, this is nasty work, bro. This is nasty work. You can see his knee hit his body. What? Nah, bro, that's not a penalty. I'm sorry, there's no way that's a penalty. Thank you. I mean, seriously, guys, you guys are fucking gaslighting me about, yo, his leg hit his body, this, that. Shut up, man. Shut up. What kind of bullshit is this, bro, about penalty? Are we watching the same product here? Are we watching the same product? You guys got me doubting my eyes, my 2020 perfectly working vision. Come on, man. I dare the referee to give a penalty for that. Seriously. Why did he have to go to that? Why? They didn't touch him. I would have lost my shit if they gave a penalty for that. Don't piss me off, bro. Seriously. You guys got me thinking I'm going crazy right now. Oh my god, I thought they scored anyways. Oh my god, I thought they just scored. He should score that. That's a big miss. That's a big miss. Wow, we caught life. That is a huge miss. Wow. Okay. We move. That's all I can say. We move. That's a great first half. That's a great, great, great first half. In control. Wow. How did he not score that at the end? All right, a few super chats as well too. Khaled says this is okay. 47 says who wins 2016 Chile or 2010 England? Obviously 2016 Chile. What the hell? 2010 England couldn't beat Algeria, bro. They were shit. What the hell? I told someone. Actually, no. Let's talk about the game first, and then we'll go watch the SDS clip they wanted me to see. All right. Honestly, not too much to say. Very, very, very steady performance. Deserve to be up. XG says it. Total amount of shots, shots on target, big chances, accurate. Guys, you know me. I'm not the biggest stats guy, but when the stats are this much in your favor, You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself. In open play, we're killing them. Off set pieces, we're creating more. We've played a very calm, steady first half. Now, the thing for Man United is the second half. Because we saw against Burnley, we should have been up 2 or 3-0. And I think it's very important that we actually went up by 2. But I want to see the team come out now with the same level of intensity and control. At the same time, I want Ruben Amorim to be ready for whatever this guy is going to throw at him. Because in that Burnley game, one tweak from Scott Parker all of a sudden shifted the momentum of this game. It's very possible the same thing happens now. So I would hope Ruben Amorim is on red alert for anything this guy tries doing. Because there's no way Sunderland are going to go into that second half the same way they approached the first. But if we continue playing the way we are, guys, this is a very confident first half. I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy. Get this guy more goals, man. I'll be real, though. I think we need more from Mbeumo. I think we need more from Mbeumo at the moment. I don't think he's playing bad, per se, but I think he has another level he can get to. And I definitely agree with what R&R just said. We need more crosses from wide areas. We do. Guys, I don't think people are properly understanding what we're seeing with this guy. He is 6'5". 6'5". Have you ever been in a room with someone who's 6'5"? That's a very online joke, but if you know, you know. Have you ever been in a room with someone who's 6'5"? Come on, man. We got Dwight Howard playing up front for us right now, bro. We got Dwight Howard on the post right here, bro. Just waiting for alley-oops, man. Waiting for lobs. 6'5", and we're not servicing him nearly enough, bro. Put the ball in the air. Just let him challenge it, man. Let him challenge it. Mount, Dalot, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Bruno. Put the damn ball in the box. I think there's so much more to come from this guy, especially in transition. Right now, the way we're using Sesko is purely as a hold-up player. And hey, I hear it, right? He's big, he's tall, he can hold the ball. I get it. But I actually think there's a side to Sesko's game that we still haven't really gotten the chance to see. And that's his ability to make these runs in behind. Run off the shoulder of guys. Guys, for someone who's 6'5", he is quick. He is quick. He can run. I want to see it more. And I get it. Look, these guys are not playing a super high line. But there are times where he is making that darting run, and we're just blatantly ignoring it. I want to see us kind of let this guy stretch his legs and find him in transition. I think he's got a real threat there. As for Sunderland, look, I don't think they've had anything really in this game, bar that last chance at the end. Anybody telling me that is a penalty, go get your eyes checked. Seriously. Go to your local doctor. Go to your local eye doctor in particular. Go to Specsavers. Go to anyone who does, contacts. You can get some really good ones these days. You can even get colored ones if you're into that. And yeah, get yourself checked out. Are you better without Cunha? It's too early to say that. But this is the importance of depth. This is the importance of depth. Mason Mount, on a few occasions this season, has actually come in and really given us some decent performances. And I think in previous seasons, if Cunha isn't playing well, it's like, oh, you have to keep playing him, keep playing him, keep playing him, keep playing him. There's no one else. Now, if Cunha is going through a rough patch of form, no problem, Cunha. Sit on the bench, figure it out. You'll probably get 20 minutes in this game. Mount, you're up. Let's see what you can do. That's the importance of depth. And I think people forget, just like Straight Edge said, Mason Mount's only 26. I know it feels like he's been around forever because he started so young, but he's only 26. He should be in the prime years of his career. Now, we know injuries have stopped that from happening. But he is a good player. People act like Mason Mount's a scrub. He's a good player. We have to see him play more often. But this season, I can't lie. Whenever he's kind of gotten an opportunity, whether it's up front as a false nine or as one of the 10s, I mean, the guy's damn well played left wing back at times. I think he's a decent option to have. And I think today kind of proves it. I'm surprised by the 6.9 for Casemiro. I think Casemiro has been really good. Dare I say it, I think he's maybe been better than Bruno. I know Bruno had that crazy chance that Roof saved. I think Casemiro's been really strong this game. I do. But it's all about now, guys, coming out with similar intensity in that second half. Because if it's just going to be, we come out, I don't even know. Like, we're just kind of lofting around, waiting for the game to end. These guys will punish us, bro. The Premier League is a very, very punishing league. So we got to come out. Look, I'm sure Mayenda's going to come in. I'm sure they're going to throw Brian Broby in at some point. They got options off the bench. Don't even let it get to that. We need a third. We need a third. I would like to see Cunha come in at some point. I'd like to see Colby come in at some point. I know Maguire's going to come in, like it or not. But yeah. Let's make today comfortable, bro. Seriously. When's the last time Man United had a real comfortable win? Just a real easy 3-0, 4-0 win. Probably what? Everton. Opinion on Lemons. Now, guys, I don't want to be too overreactionary, but I think we have the best goalkeeper in the world. I think we have the best goalkeeper. I mean, at least top 5 of all time. Like, wow. I feel like I've seen the light, guys. I feel like I've been saved today. Sene Lemons. Remember the name. Remember the name. Guys, that might be the greatest claim from a cross I have ever seen in my life. Like, wow. The way he caught that ball. It was reminiscent, honestly, of Lev Yashin in 1962 for the USSR. It was really reminiscent of Lev Yashin. I remember he had this one game against Bulgaria where he had this amazing cross right towards the end of the game. Caught it, both hands. And it was just like, wow. The aura, the presence. You feel safe. I felt safe with Yashin that day. Lemons is giving me similar vibes, bro. He's giving me similar. Honestly, I feel safe. That's the word I feel right now. I feel safe. Sene Lemons, man. He catches the ball so damn strong. What a goalkeeper, man. What a goalkeeper. All right. Somebody asked me earlier, because the game is about to start in what? How much time do we have? How much time do we have? 5 minutes. Okay. Let me go to the SDS clip. 52-25 on the SDS debate.
What if you can create your own website by saying...
I usually have YouTube Premium, by the way, but it's not on this YouTube channel. It's on the other one, so I got to sign into that one eventually.
22 players.
52-25. Please tell me, by the way, when the game's starting, guys.
Now we're going to pick one. Of course, you guys get... That is what Bruno's peak. No, it doesn't. Bruno's era. Cook his ass. Cookie's being remembered as the worst United period.
Okay, and Coutinho's is when they lost the European final. What do you want? What do you want?
Am I watching for this or am I watching for something else? We can barely hear it. One sec.
Coutinho, thank you for building the foundations.
What am I reacting to? What am I reacting to? Who was it that sent it? David, what am I reacting to on this?
See, there you go. So you're saying that you go back to my point there.
Positive.
They got better when you left.
Positive.
Hashtag GOAT bracket is the debate. Am I missing something? SDS debate, GOAT bracket, or GOAT winger. Hashtag GOAT bracket is in the title. Was that not the video? SDS debate. I'm actually gonna look it up. Maybe I'm missing something. Was it a short? Maybe. Oh, is this one right here? Oh, it's this
welcome
one.
to another week of SDS. Now today I'm with the boys. Let me introduce you quickly to the boys because you should know. Wallahi, if we put Eden in the other category with Dinya, he'll beat Dinya.
Yeah, you see, guys, this is what I mean. First of all, he's smoking crack. But this is what I mean when I say guys analyze the game through pure agenda. It's pure agenda, bro. A man said, if you put Eden Hazard on the other side of the bracket with Ronaldinho, he said, wallahi, he comes out of that side of the bracket. And now, this guy won't even compliment Eden Hazard on the way he ties his shoes. I'm telling you, bro, these people analyze the game through pure, unadulterated, unfiltered agenda. Careful who you take in. Careful who you take in, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously. Careful who you take in. Careful. Free Palestine, bro. Free Palestine. Careful who you take in, bro. It's spooky. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Guys now won't even compliment Eden Hazard on the way he crosses the street. But back then they were saying he could clear Ronaldinho. Allow me, bro. Allow me. Honestly, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say, and Faisal's my guy. But if there is a video mentioning Eden Hazard and I'm not on it, there is a serious problem with the video. Because I'm sorry, there's too much. There's clearly an agenda for Eden Hazard on SDS. It's undoubtable, bro. It is undoubtable. Liban hates him. Liban genuinely said, bro, Heung-Min Son is more complete than Eden Hazard. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? This is the person you want me to take seriously when he talks about Eden Hazard. He said, Heung-Min Son is more complete than Eden Hazard. Come on. Come on. Behave, bro. Behave. And then Fuad has just never liked Eden Hazard. But that's fine, right? It's fine. Everybody has their opinion. But then when you make a conversation, a segment of a video that is purely about debating Eden Hazard or someone else, don't have those three on the damn table, bro. None of them like him. None of them. There's no objectivity when it comes to that. There isn't. Man said Eden Hazard over Ronaldinho, and now he's talking like this. Careful who you take in. Game's about to kick off soon. What's the West Ham Arsenal game saying, by the way? West Ham had any chances, or is it relatively straightforward? Hasn't started yet for me. Man said Eden over Ronaldinho. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. I love Eden Hazard, but I'm real, bro. I will never say Eden Hazard. Hazard himself will not say Hazard over Ronaldinho, right? There's levels to it, but it's just crazy how people switch up, man. It's crazy how people switch up. Game's kicked off, by the way. Oh, Sanchez versus Hazard. I don't even want to listen to that, bro. Seriously. I love Alexis Sanchez as well, too, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no objectivity, bro. Alexis Sanchez was not better than Eden Hazard, bro. Come on. Come on, man. What was killing me as well, too, was the logic used for it, bro. Like, people, in that video, right, Liban is saying, oh, Hazard, what, you're gassing up that season, that Europa League season, that media, because he won the Europa League. He's like, Alexis carried Arsenal that season. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy doesn't even know. Hazard that year, 18-19, took Chelsea to 3rd place. The only teams ahead of Chelsea that season in the league were Man City and Liverpool, who finished with like 97 and 99 points. And he won the Europa League on top of that. Alexis Sanchez, the season he's gassing up so much, they finished 5th in the league the year after they almost won the Premier League. Come on, bro. This guy's talking about Europa League. Alexis Sanchez finished in the Europa League. How about that? Come on, man. I love Alexis Sanchez as well, too, man. He's one of my favorite players ever. But it's just blatant revisionism, I feel. Yeah, for me, I still think Amorim needs to leave. Win, lose, or draw this game. I said that at the start of the game. What am I eating? Just some almonds, bro. Good play from Masuaku on the left. Di Maria or Sanchez? Di Maria. But Di Maria's, that's tough, bro. It's not easy. You know what it is with Di Maria? Di Maria is a weird player to compare to these guys because Di Maria was never really the best player. He was never asked to be the guy that takes his team over the top. You know what I mean? He's never been asked to be the player that leads his team on his own. The only time he had to do it was at United, and I'm not going to blame him for that because United is a cesspit for talent. But he's never been asked to be the main man on a team the way Alexis has, or Hazard has, or Salah has, or Bale has. So Di Maria is almost like the perfect complementary player. You know what I mean? But could Di Maria have won Chile a Copa America in the role that Alexis did? Or could he have been the best player at a World Cup like Hazard was? Not for me. I don't think he could have. I don't think he could have. But he is just the ultimate, like, compliment. He's like, bro, if you're building a team and Di Maria is your second best player, like, oh my goodness, like, you are flying. I don't think Algeria will win AFCON. I don't. No problem, David. No problem. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I never seen that. I'm going to put that in the SDS chat later. That's crazy. Borthwick Jackson's in Baller League. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. Who's favorite for AFCON? I would say Morocco and Senegal. I don't like the way we started the second half, chat. I don't. Oof. Fergie! Unc! Hey, that's my uncle right there, man. Nah, not even. He's my grandfather, bro. That's my grandfather. Sir Alex, man. What a guy. Ahmad. Well won. Nah, I respect it, bro. Fergie goes to every game, man. He goes to every game. My dog. Crazy boy, appreciate you for the 2 months. Yo, what's the worst take you have heard on SDS that you've been a part of? The worst take I've heard on SDS that I've been a part of. Mbappe being top 10 ever is probably the worst take. That's probably the worst take I've ever heard. I think that's a big a bad one, bro. Hey, Yusuf, shout out you, bro. Shout out you. What's that Ben Jacobs tweet say? Nah, him saying Mbappe is already clear of like R9 and Iniesta and all these guys, I'm like... Funny guy, man. Funny guy. Excuse me. Sesko. And Bemo. Ahmad on the overlap. Ahmad is there, and Bemo. Ahmad is there. Why did Faisal switch? He switched because Hazard ended up flopping at Real Madrid, bro. That's how Faisal analyzes football. If you don't do well at Real Madrid, you're not a good player. He should have slipped Ahmad in, man. He should have slipped Ahmad in. Is Amram still that bad? Yes. Can't wait for the agenda to switch. Ruben Amohim. That might be the worst nickname I've ever heard in my life. Amohim. Oh, Sesko. Brilliant. Yo, Sesko's cold, bro. Sesko is cold, bro. No one can convince me Sesko's not good, man. Alright, that turn, like that little scoop pass. I think this is the best performance Ahmad has had, bro, this season. Dallo. Foul. Ref. Needed that free kick. Okay. Astario says Hazard is like if Ronaldinho's son was decent. Javi Hazard says every day I thank God my father took me to Camp Nou in 1996 instead of Old Trafford. Feck, man. Yo, chill on us, bro. If you went in 96, you would have had some good times, man. You would have had some good times. Free kick for United in the second. Other than Dallo and Shaw, team has done well. I don't think Shaw's been that bad, to be fair. Dallo, bro, he can't cross the ball, man. Dallo cannot cross, especially on his left. Euro. I'm not sure about Euro getting on the end of those, I'm not going to lie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He dived. Hey. I don't know if that is a dive. I don't think that is a dive. I think there is contact. Did they give a dive? Wait, did they give it? Did they? Hold on. They called a. Wait, what did they call? What's the call? It's not a dive. I don't think it's a dive, guys. He definitely nicked him, but it's not a pen, and I don't think it's a red card either. Yellow card. Wait, they gave a dive for simulation. Chat, I think we caught life. I'm not gonna lie. I think Levin's a little lucky there. I do. Even though Bruno should not have let that go over his head. I didn't say I don't think Mbappe can be top 10 by the end of his career, but the list was top 10 now. And I said there's no way Mbappe's a top 10 player right now. Yeah, Bruno should not have let that go over his head. But I don't know if that's a dive. I think we got lucky with a dive. How far is Neuer off top 15 to 20 all time? I don't count goalkeepers in this list, man. I don't. Like, how can I compare Neuer to different people? Like, they're playing a different sport in my eyes, bro. I can do the top 10 goalkeepers, and for me, Neuer is the best goalkeeper I've ever seen. But how the hell can I compare Neuer to Romario, bro? Like, how? De Ligt. Go on, Mount. Go on, Mount. Brilliant, Mount. Brilliant, Mount. Dallo. Mount, well played, man. Mount's playing very well. Mount is playing very, very well. Now, it's not about not rating goalkeepers, though, chat, but how can I compare goalkeepers in terms of even greatness to outfield players? It's impossible, really. It's hard to do. Even now, if I were to ask you who's the top 10 players in the world right now, how do you compare Alisson to Harry Kane? How? It's so difficult. Nah, not for me. I can't compare goalkeepers to outfield players. I'm sorry. I don't hear it. Dallo is a pro at killing off the attack. I know, man. I know. I think Dallo, if you're gonna play him, bro, it has to be in a 4. The way Ten Hag, I think, got the best out of Dallo. I do. Like, almost playing inverting from left back into midfield. I think he was quite good at that, actually, to be fair, Dallo. But as a wing back, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. The guy has no final ball whatsoever. Yeah, but how do you compare a goalkeeper's impact to a striker? It's too different. And I know you could say, oh, defenders and but goalkeepers, bro, it's too difficult to compare it to the outfield players. That's why I don't even bother doing it. Mount, well played. Bruno. Oh, decent. Decent. What was it like to support United in 2008? Bliss, man. As a kid in 2008, I was what, 10 years old in 2008? Bro, I was living on cloud 9, bro. I genuinely thought football was the easiest sport in the world. Like, Man United just wins everything. Wow, what a time, man. What a time. Bro, I ain't lending nobody $20. Ain't nobody in my chat holding $20, man. To be fair, William, I don't think that's the worst shout, bro. Because the thing with Mount is he's actually the only natural number 10 out of him, Cunha, and Mbemo. Well, Cunha maybe a little different, but in terms of like these 2-10 roles, I think Mount is understands that role the best out of both of them. I think that's fair to say. I said Cena's good for it. Yeah, Mount. Yeah, I agree, Juice. Guys, we can't forget Mount when they won the Champions League. This is the role he played as one of the 2-10s, or like in a front three. He was playing off like the right, but he's quite good at receiving it with his back to goal on the half turn. Like this is him, bro. Arsenal penalty. What have you missed? United have been pretty good so far. That's what you've missed. I think Sesko's played quite... I think everyone's played well except for Dallo, bro. Lend me 50 and Amram goes tonight. Huh. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking, bro. Life is all about give and take. You give me that, you take that. We're talking now. Let's really get down to it now, bro. Dallo off. Wow, that is a stinker, Dallo. That is a stinker. Great substitution, Amram. That's the easiest one. Mount off as well, too. Maybe because he's just coming back, to be fair. Jokeris didn't take the pen. Does this guy not know I have him on FPL? He must not have got the memo that I have him on FPL. What's this guy's problem, bro? What the hell is this guy's problem? Someone let him know, man. I don't know who he thinks. What, so he was happy to take the penalty off Dauman, right? He was happy to take the penalty off Dauman. Y'all saw the way he was creeping around Dauman for that pen. But Saka, go ahead, big bro. Go ahead. Say no more. Jokeris is a fake demon, man. Jokeris is a fake bully. Lopez, Eric, thank you for the 100 bits, bro. Man, lend me $100 and Amram would be gone. Brother, if you can promise me that, forget 100. I'll give you 1,000, bro. Nah, I clocked Jokeris, man. Fairs. Fairs, bro. You fire Amram for me, bro, you can hold a rack. Promise that. If you're the reason, you can hold a rack for sure. I'm not criticizing Jokeris for not scoring pens. I'm criticizing him for not getting me FPL points. What are you not getting here, bro? I don't care. I need the points. It's not about... I just need the points, man. Oof, big block. Mbemo. God, we have to score this. Nah, Mbemo's taking the piss, bro. Mbemo's taking the piss. Guys, how do we consistently choose the wrong option every time? How? How? Every time we're in a 3v2, these guys consistently choose the wrong option. Nah, man. This is why we don't bury games, bro. Ahmad was through on the right, bro. Should have played in Ahmad. Yeah, personally, I would have taken off Mbemo before Mount. I think Mount was playing better. But I also think Mount coming back from injury, they want to manage his fitness as well, too. We know he's made out of glass. Thoughts on Lemons? The closest thing to Buffon I've ever seen in my life. I need a third, man. I need a third. I changed my whole life, bro. Bruno. Dorgu. Is that Dorgu? Did Dorgu do something different with his hair? I didn't see him come on. I just know he did. I know, William. It's crazy. The last knockout game Italy played in a World Cup was the World Cup final. Damn near 20 years ago. That is insane. That's one of the craziest stats in football, bro. Cunha. Bruno. Out to Ahmad. Bruno. Oh, Casemiro, man. Casemiro felt like he got shot, bro. He felt like someone sniped him from 40 yards out. He should do better there. He completely, you know, leaned back. Should have done better there. That wasn't Miro, bro. That's Kase. This is Ahmad's best game so far for Man United. Or, sorry, this season, I mean. I think it's his best game. They're static. That's a good slander name. That's a good. I feel like there's a lot of slander names these days, chat, that are so bad, so bad. But there's some that still they restore the feeling, man. They're static. That's incredible. Their statue. I look like Casemiro. Yeah, I get that a lot, actually. Lack of threat is an amazing one, bro. An amazing one. Luis Leon says, you doing a watch along for Chelsea versus Liverpool? You know, I don't know if I can, bro, because the game starts at what time? 4:30. I got to do my watch along. I got to do my review for this, and then it really just depends how much time I have between the end of my review and the watch along for Liverpool Chelsea. So I'm not gonna promise it yet. It really just depends what time I finish the review for this game. So we'll see. Adar says, love your content. I'm a big fan of yours. I appreciate that, Adar. Don't you think it's hypocrisy to say give time to Wirtz and Sesko while judging Gyökeres? But I'm also saying give time to Gyökeres. I just have an opinion on them as players. But in terms of whether they're going to be a success or not, Gyökeres has been more successful than both of them so far. But I'm just viewing their qualities as a player. That's why I say for me, Gyökeres is not really my kind of player. But I'm not saying he's had a bad start to Arsenal. He started better than both of them. You know what I mean? Now, lack of threat is the best. Lack of threat is the best slander name for me. Some of them, honestly, they're very stupid. I can't lie. Some of them, I'm just like, oh, they don't make no sense whatsoever. Like calling Alexander Isak Isaac Newton. How is that a slander name? That doesn't make any sense. Lack of threat is incredible. That is an incredible name. No, it's not sees them as a midfielder. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. Yeah, Isaac Newton is a terrible slander name for Alexander Isak. That literally makes no sense. But lack of threat for a striker that doesn't threaten. Amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. How can being called Isaac Newton be a slander name? That doesn't make no sense whatsoever. Benjamin Tesco, that's shit. I'm sorry, that is so shit, bro. Name one Arsenal player you transferred to Man United. Only one. Oof. Rice, maybe? I'd say Rice. Nah, not Eze. I love Eze, but I don't think Eze is what we're desperately needing at Man United. I think someone who could just clean up in midfield, bro. Someone who covers so much ground, wins the ball back, drives forward, his threat on set pieces. I think that's the kind of midfielder Man United are missing, to be honest with you. Oh, dear God is another one, man. That one is hilarious. I think Rice with most midfielders would be excellent. Like Rice is just a great compliment for most midfielders, bro. Yeah, he's asking me what would I want at United. That's why I said Rice. I think Saka is the best player on Arsenal, but I think Rice would improve Man United the most from what they need and where they are. Nah, not Zubimendi. I like Zubimendi, but I don't think Zubimendi comes to United and changes much. I'm not gonna lie. We'd get Zubimendi and we'd complain about his lack of physicality. He doesn't cover enough distance. Blah blah blah. He's a great player, but I don't think that's exactly what United are. I think Rice, bro. Rice would transform United's midfield. And Bemo coming off. Who's coming on? Kobe! 15 minutes of sympathy minutes. Thank you, Amarim. Name one Wolves player you would transfer to Man United. Genuinely, not a single one of them. I do not want a single Wolverhampton Wanderer at my club. Thank you. And good night. Not one of them. Nah, first half we were very good. Second half, I think we got sloppy. Yeah, SAFC been mad quiet this stream, bro. Oh shit. Euro, well defended. To be fair, maybe Joao Gomez. I don't mind Joao Gomez. Strand Larson. I think Strand Larson's good, man, but I think he's kind of overrated as like, bro. When I saw Strand Larson for 65 million this summer, I was thinking whoever buys Strand Larson for 65 mil has lost their whole damn mind, bro. He is not 65 million pounds good for me. No. Yeah, Joao Gomez is good. I like Joao Gomez. Strand Larson is not Champions League quality for me. I think he's just a good Prem striker. But I feel like that's it. That's it now, guys. All you need is one good season, and all of a sudden you can go for 60 mil. Palace, I would take a few players. But Wolves? Nah. You prefer Andre, TDPR. Interesting. Pass has to be better, man. That pass has to be better. Can we get a clean sheet on Lemons' first game? How has Lemons been? I think he's been pretty good. He had that one shaky moment on the ball over the top, but overall, I think he's been... I mean, he's been untroubled, though. He hasn't had much to do. 3 players from Real Madrid to go to Man United. Who would they be? Mbappe. Jude. Mbappe, Jude... I might surprise you. I might say Camavinga. I really like Camavinga. Or Chouameni. One of the two. Fede, yeah. There's a few. I hear that, TDPR. He was worth 60 mil to Wolves. Yeah, I hear that. What do I think about Verts being dropped? Not really surprising. Is it Isaac up front or Ekatike? Who's starting up front? Isaac. Let's see how he does. Ekatike got a buzz cut. Damn. Oh, nice pass from Ahmad. Bruno. Bro, we never cross. Casemiro's an idiot. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Casemiro sometimes is straight up dumb. Why would you could tell the minute he went to ground there he was not winning the ball. Casemiro sometimes I genuinely think like in his head, what is he thinking? Nah, he's an idiot. He's actually an idiot. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Bro, it was the thing is as well too. It's on the edge of the opposition's penalty box. He's diving in like that. Come on, man. Casemiro makes me laugh sometimes, bro. Seriously. I love Casemiro, bro. But genuinely, some of the things he does, they baffle me. They genuinely baffle me. LeBron or Strand Larson? I had never seen Strand Larson win a championship for Cleveland, bro. I had never seen Strand Larson come back 3-1. Cunha's in your FPL team. That's funny, bro. This guy ain't scored or assisted one single time this season. I haven't yet. What's my FPL saying right now? I'm on 25 points right now, chat. Jokeres ain't giving me nothing, bro. Who's the most aesthetically pleasing player you have seen? Also, you're doing a Madrid versus Villarreal watch-along. Villarreal are a very good side. I don't know about a watch-along. I'll definitely do a review for that game because I'm going to watch it. But the most aesthetically pleasing player I've ever seen, chat. I mean, there's a few. Zidane. I'm gonna spare you guys the obvious ones, right? Zidane, Iniesta, Neymar. We'll spare those, right? The most aesthetically pleasing player I've seen. Oh, look at here's Sesko or Cunha. Excuse me. Give me 1 sec. Hold that thought. Cunha. Great from Mukiele, or not Mukiele. That's a good Gertruda. Someone already said it. Marco Verratti. Guys, that is art in motion right there. Verratti and Thiago. That's that real music, man. That is that real music, man. Oh my God. Thiago and Verratti. For me, two of the most underrated midfielders I've seen, by the way. They didn't get their flowers enough. So good, bro. Verratti, especially in terms of underrated. I feel like Thiago, more people started liking him when he came to the Prem. Verratti, no one will ever understand how good Verratti actually was, bro. Oh, from when Neymar is putting you in top 5 most technically gifted players on the planet, you know you're special, man. You know you're special. Oh, who was that? Was that Sesko? Maguire, like I told you, coming on. I could have told you that. And then another substitution. Casemiro off. That's a demon home. Demon home is crazy. Decent performance from Euro. Decent. There's a big next 10 minutes, guys. Because now we're playing with 10 men against Sunderland. 10 men against Sunderland. Can we hold on? It's going to be difficult. Look at Cunha. Holy shit. Oh, Menu. Almost. Menu, that was cold. That was cold, man. Oh my goodness. Who did that flick? Was that Enzo Lafave? That turn was nuts. Do I think Bolivia are altitude merchants? Yes, I do. They are crazy altitude merchants, bro. Shout out Bolivia, but they're the biggest altitude merchants in the history of life. In general, by the way, not even just football. Chick-fil-A or KFC? Chick-fil-A, man. Easy. That's not even a question for me. Nah, there's crazy altitude merchants, bro. How are you purposely building your stadium in the highest city you can find? Like, they're probably being told by, like, the construction workers, you know, honestly, guys, there is a place you could put the stadium. Like, maybe it's like it's a way less of a trip to get to. The other one, you have to go super high. So we could build it on the ground. They're probably like, no. The highest mountain you can find in Bolivia, go put that shit up there. Of course, they're altitude merchants, bro. Ahmad. Offside. What's my top 5 1v1 dribblers in the world right now? Doku. My top 5 is Doku, 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 man. That's my top 5. My Mount Rushmore is Doku with 4 different expressions. What's my analysis on La Liga having more European titles than other leagues? I mean, they have the 2 most dominant The most dominant Champions League club ever comes from Spain. The most dominant Europa League club ever comes from Spain. Pretty self-explanatory. And then when you have Barcelona still doing their thing. Jesus Christ, what is Delic doing? Storm Riding is not back on the menu. I'd go Doku, Yamal, Musiala. 1v1. Oh. I mean, high key, bro. Adama is there. If we're going just on 1v1, Adama is probably in the top 5. You know what I mean? Barcola is crazy good one-on-one. He is. Just not one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Konya, brilliant. Konya! Good save. That's more like it. Cherokee is not really a 1v1 player. I think that's a myth around him. Like, it makes me laugh when people compare Cherokee to Ben Arfa, for example. Ben Arfa was a dribbler. Cherokee is much more of a creator. Madueke high key chat is up there. Madueke high key 1v1 is up there. Shaw gets beat way too easy. Sunderland, big save from Lemons. I feel safe, man. That's all I can say. I feel safe. I feel safe. I feel safe. Big save. I mean, it's one you'd expect to make, obviously. But you still gotta save it. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. My standards are on the floor, guys. Seriously. I've gone from a goalkeeper who I call Edward Scissorhands to one who can catch the ball. I think this is the first clean sheet of the season if we keep it. Wow. This guy's a generational catcher of the ball, guys. He is a generational catcher of the ball. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen someone catch the ball better than him. Yeah, Kudus is a great 1v1 player. He's someone said Binder's punching the air right now. Bro, he's punching the air. He's still missing, bro. That guy can't punch shit, man. Look at that pass to Susko. Mainu, come on, please, guys, let's capitalize. Look at Sesko at the far post. Someone please find Sesko. Asking Dorgu to cross and meet somebody, impossible. I said, Adama Traore, you're tapped, bro. You're tapped. SAFC, rise to the stand, please. Rise to the stand. You thought shit was sweet. You thought shit was sweet. At least Eminem stays. Fuck off. Chippy, appreciate you for the 2 months. Thank you for subbing on Twitch, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Can we put the ball on the ground? You notice Ugarte comes on the pitch, guys, and the ball just doesn't leave the air. That's the Ugarte effect. Nilson Abo, appreciate you for the prime, bro. Thank you for subbing. Welcome as well, too, man. I see you're a first-time follower, first-time subscriber. Keep an eye out for later. We'll probably play career mode later on Twitch if you guys want to join. My YouTube people, if you guys want to see my career mode, I should be live later tonight. Dorgu wins the free kick. Well, my opinions on next match versus Liverpool. I don't think we're going to win, but I know I can already tell, guys, we're going to go into that game and everyone's going to be like, oh, this could be another 7-0. This could be one of those days where Liverpool, we're not going to get destroyed, I don't think, but I don't think we're not going to beat Liverpool. No. Yeah, Lemons looks competent, bro. That's all you can ask from a goalkeeper, bro. Seriously, just ask that your goalkeeper makes you feel safe as a defender. Alright, Amram's tracksuit is nice, though, huh? That's a nice tracksuit. Jeff, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, my brother. That's a big win, guys. That's a big, big win. Nah, Arinas, I disagree. I disagree. Every time we play Liverpool since the 7-0, it's like, oh, this could be another 7-0. This could be another 7-0. Big win for United. Big win. Comfortable win for Man United, bro. I'm about to go do my match reaction. Keep an eye out. I may or may not be live for Chelsea-Liverpool after. I'll keep you guys posted for that. But as for now, I'm going to go do the reaction. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being in here. Let me see if there's any super chats that I missed. One last one. Ugarte, more like, you get that out of my team. That's the best. That's the best slender name. But guys, I appreciate all of you guys for joining in. I'm gonna go do my review, and then I might be back for Chelsea Liverpool. At the very minimum, we'll do a review for that. So I'll catch you guys. Peace.